Philippines is a growing industry, and in fact it has been a very interesting and dynamic sector. That's why the disruption that we have actually seen in the past couple of years, some of them would be attributed to the emergence of fintech players, but in fact the ultimate disruptors of the industry would be the consumers themselves, because consumers would be the one to really look for convenience, look for something that they would actually need in terms of addressing their pain points. I think there were challenges, but I think among the financial services that you could think of, I mean, you're talking of payments, insurance, investment, savings, and lending. I think among the five, the easiest for you to offer would be lending. That's why there is a high proliferation of loan sharks or informal lenders in the Philippines. So Filipinos don't even mind to pay high interest rates for as long as they could actually enjoy immediate access to credit.
Well, in our field, the biggest challenge is trust, because in any country that we go into, the first thing, and the way we establish trust is always starts with legality.
Yes.
Right? I mean, first of all, kung walang trust, walang relationship, di ba? But in order to establish trust with our investors, we have to first is address the legality. Once the legality has been addressed, our second approach is that we partner with renowned institutions. So we partner with local banks like Metro Bank, Union Bank, and Sterling Bank. We partner with local government institutions like DTI, PCCI, Philexport, and we also are members of two of the biggest fintech associations in the Philippines. That's Fintech Alliance and Fintech Philippines. So once we figure out the whole model, we pattern that in the countries that we're in and localize it to the country's regulation, including Philippines. So kami, we actually work with banks. Like I said, we work with three major banks here, and that's because we provide things that the banks are usually not able to provide or not as efficient. It's very difficult, in other words, to get capital access. But if you're growing, eventually you need capital, you need money, right, to grow. So where do you go, right? So the next thing, usually, what you call lending companies. Pero mataas yung fees ng lending companies. So that's where we come in. We're like in between banks and lending institutions. Yeah, so that's our niche market. When we say competition, we actually look at it as collaboration. Who are the potential collaborators? Like Acudeen is a competitor, but we actually collaborate also because we share certain ideals that we think will help in the bigger picture, which is the Philippine SMEs. Right? The market is just so big, it's still in its infancy, diba? So, parang the way I see it, you don't need to concern too much about competition, but rather what we need to concern is how to reach out to as many businesses and individuals as possible para magiging financially inclusive sila. We consider ourselves disruptors now to the traditional financing sector, and that being said, that's why we're recognized as what you call alternative finance, alternative investments. So we always believe that one day there's going to be another disruptor to disrupt us, right? That's just the way life goes, right? That's just the way the industry goes. So for us, like I said, innovation is the key. I think one thing we do hope to see from the academic is financial literacy, right? So financial literacy, it has to start young, right? Because when the idea sinks in, then and to enough people, then we will see a paradigm shift. Diba? So for us, you are in the best position to change how people think about investing, about savings, right? About risk management, about growing your wealth. I mean, Filipinos in general, right? We are a happy nation. When you say happy nation, that means we spend what we have. Diba?
That's right.
Diba? So when we spend what we have, we won't have anything at the end of the month. And that's what happens to the working class. So these are things we have to really educate. And we do hope to educate them even before they started working. Yeah, it's not just after you work. No, before you work, dapat may ganun mindset. And that's where you're most advantageous. Kasi you are there. You're getting that education.
I'm Daryl Narciza. I'm part of the online transformation team and business partnerships of Home Credit Philippines.
Okay, I am Lito Villanueva. I am the chairman of the Fintech Alliance.ph. This is the industry group amongst all fintech, the big fintech players operating in the Philippines.
Hello, my name is Edison Tsai. I am 37 years old, and my role is in the company, which is SeedIn Technology Inc., is the executive director for the Philippines company.